Good afternoon. Welcome to second game from King George V Field here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Well, first game has been completed. Somewhat a surprise. Felians Greensleeves, Newfoundland and Labrador, second club, tying Ontario by a score of 1-1. Here on the pitch here now in the red and gold, we have its Holy Cross Avalon Ford. Last season, they were fourth overall. 2017, they captured Newfoundland and Labrador's first Jubilee medal at the National Toyota Championships in Surrey, BC, winning a bronze medal. And in the purplish, not quite, maybe bluish color, we have its Alberta Edmonton Northwest United SC. And should be a great contest. Alberta last season were ranked 5th overall. Good number of fans on. Beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day. Winds maybe 10 kilometers. Just at times, actually, the flag staying totally still. Number of fans on the go for a 3:30 afternoon match here at King George. Games all been played here on the Northeast Avalon in 4 venues. Main venue at King George V Field right now. And the second venue being out in Mount Pearl Middlefield. Also, we have a venue in Topsail CBS. Along with Portugal Cove, St. Phillips, we have Rainbow Gully. Great hopes here for Holy Cross going into this tournament. Holy Cross were waiting for an opportunity to play the Jubilee at home, and here they have it in 2019. Starting lineup for Holy Cross Avalon Ford, we have Alicia Armstrong, Paulo Witten, Jessica Noseworthy, Nicole Torville, Alex Morgan, Holly O'Neill, Terry Murphy, Keisha Young, Mallory Harris, Jean Pope, and goalkeeper Hannah Noseworthy. Here the ball has been centered, and right from the opening whistle we have Mallory Harris. Mallory Harris, number 18 for Holy Cross Avalon Ford. No stranger to national competition. Actually, Mallory is the second leading goal scorer of all time in the Jubilee Trophy. Here the ball is placed right into the keeper for Alberta. In goal, we have Emily Burns. Ball is kicked to midfield where it's been challenged by Terry Murphy. Plays back to Alberta. Alberta carrying the ball in midfield, pushing the ball outside to number 9 is Tracy, or Sheena Tracy. Ball again is taken by Holy Cross in midfield, where it's again put to Mallory Harris. Harris pushing the ball outside to 29, Jane Pope, where Pope has been ridden off the ball nicely by Reagan McCarthy for Alberta. Again, we have Alberta taking control with number 3, right back, Abigail Elgert. Number 14 with a throw in for Holy Cross, Keisha Young. And it's intercepted. And it back to Young. And again, the ball goes out of touch with a throw in coming for Holy Cross Avalon Ford. You are tuning in to Toyota National Jubilee Trophy Championship live from the King George V Field here in St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador. Number 11, it's Reagan McCarthy in midfield. Nice control in midfield by Alberta, passing it to Megan Lemoyne, where it's intercepted by Holy Cross. Holy Cross on the outside right with a nice ball inside, and it's a nice defensive play here by Jamie Erickson, center back for Alberta. Ball goes out of touch with a throw in coming for Holy Cross Avalon Ford. Again, Newfoundland Labrador champions, been champion for the past 4 consecutive seasons. Again, in 2017, picking up the first national medal at Jubilee competition. That was a bronze medal won by Holy Cross in 2017 in British Columbia. Good team, very dominating team for the past 4 seasons, and in this season they were pushed by the Felian Greensleeves. Very respectable club, defeating Holy Cross in their last 2 matches of the season, but lost out in the provincial final. Here we have Holy Cross with the first corner kick off the game with the ball going inside, and it's been cleared by defender for Alberta. Ball's been put in again by Newfoundland and Labrador, and it's by number 5, Jessica Noseworthy. Noseworthy MVP during the regular season, as well as MVP during the finals. Here we have goalkeeper for Edmonton, Emily Burns, placing the ball in center field where it's cleared by number 11 for Holy Cross Avalon Ford. Number 4 for Alberta, we have Zakika Shoker, and the ball's been placed back again to goalkeeper for Alberta. It's Emily Burns. Again, we have it's Noseworthy appearing to go into clear, but it's an offside call. Again, you're tuning in to National Toyota Jubilee Championships right from King George V Field in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Ball's been taken again by Emily Burns, placed in center field where it's Pope. Pope pushing the ball inside to number 10. We have Holly O'Neill pushing the ball back to Pope, and Pope putting the ball inside of the 18 where it's Jessica Noseworthy. And Noseworthy pushing the ball back to just outside of the 18 where it was Holy Cross attempting with a shot from approximately 20 yards out, and it just goes high over the Alberta net. Shooting for Holy Cross, it was Alicia Armstrong. Again, it's Alberta lining up with a goal kick. Emily Burns with the ball placed on the 6-yard box. Put in center field where we have Jane Pope getting your head, and the header went at a touch where we have a throw-in coming for Alberta. Again, Alberta being represented by Edmonton Northwest United FC, while Newfoundland and Labrador are represented by Holy Cross Avalon Ford. Edmonton with a throw-in, looking to go into Holy Cross territory where Holy Cross, it was Terry Murphy getting a touch on the ball, and the ball goes over the touchline with we had a foul on the play, and we have a free kick coming up for Alberta. It's Sakika Shoker, number 4 with Alberta, looking to put the ball deep into Holy Cross territory, and it is cleared by a defender for Newfoundland and Labrador. Again, it's Alberta. Number 3 for Alberta, it is Abigail Elgert, working just outside of the 18-yard box, and it's Holy Cross again, marking very closely. And we have, it's a 2-on-1, 3-on-1, where Alberta outmanning. It's Holly O'Neill fighting for the ball, where the ball's been placed by Alberta again. And we have a foul coming up at approximately the 30-yard line, where we'll have a direct free kick. Wind probably picking up a little, maybe 10 gusts. No more from 10 to 15. That's when the gusts. It's just an absolutely beautiful day here at the King George V pitch here in St. John's. Here we have, it's Alberta. Sakika Shokir with the ball placed inside, and a nice grab behind the goal for Newfoundland and Labrador. We had Hannah Noseworthy coming up with a nice save for Holy Cross Avalon Ford. Ball has been placed in center field again by its Holy Cross. Number 4, Sakika Shokir again. Very controlling, dominating in midfield in the early goings. We have 8 minutes gone in the contest. No score here live from King George V Field, where we have National Jubilee Trophy competition. The opening game for both teams, the Alberta and the Newfoundland Labrador number 1 team, Holy Cross Avalon Ford. Here we have number 9. It's Sheena Tracy placing the ball inside, and it's cleared by Holy Cross. Here we have Hannah Noseworthy working with Jane Pope. Pope looking to go long to Mallory Harris, and Harris been stopped nicely by Jamie Erickson. Great to see the fans. That number of regular followers are off the sport from across Newfoundland, Labrador, and number of fans in from the Burin Peninsula. Fans that follow the game throughout Canada that I've been very familiar with. And here we have the ball been placed inside to Jane Pope. And it's an offside on the play called by the Lions person on Jane Pope. Great to see the fans. Great to get the weather. Obviously, the weather adds a lot to a national tournament. Weather looking good for all week. Sunday, it looks like to be some rain. But for now, that we'll focus on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The playoffs for the Jubilee is 2 divisions of 4. 2 divisions of 4. And because there was only 7 provinces represented, Newfoundland and Labrador were permitted to put in their second team, which were the runner-up, the Felians. Nice ball again by Holy Cross, as Holy Cross again takes control. It's Keisha Young throwing the ball in to attempting to go to Jane Pope, where is intercepted by Alberta. Here we had the ball cleared by 3 for Paulo Withen. And it goes wide to, don't have a number on one of the Holy Cross Avalon Ford players. See if I can get that straightened up maybe at halftime, or if someone comes around, I'll see there's no number on the roster sheet, or no name for the roster sheet, as well as no number given as well. Ball's been placed by Alberta. Back to Emily Burns. 11 minutes gone into the contest. Both teams rather just trying to play each other out and get a feel for themselves, as well as get the nerves, shake the nerves out, get the butterflies gone, and then you'll see it wide open. Nice ball here by number 12 for Terry Murphy for Holy Cross. And we have Alberta taking control in midfield. Nice ball over to number 4, and a good defensive play by Pope. Here we have Hannah Noseworthy back from her striking position, helping out in midfield. As we have, Holy Cross attempting to go long, where it's intercepted in midfield again by its Erika Vich-Hio. Ball has been taken by Alberta with a nice shot by Alberta, and it's off the crossbar. Alberta coming so ever closely here at the 12-minute mark. Alberta coming and hitting right off the crossbar. Here we have Mallory Harris looking to go long to Hannah Noseworthy, and we have Emily Burns, goalkeeper for Alberta, way outside of the 18-yard box with a great defensive play, preventing any kind of an attack for Newfoundland and Labrador. The ball's been placed inside again by Alberta, and as Holy Cross attempts to clear the ball, it appears to go back over the line where it's a corner kick. Number 4, very prevalent in the game here for Alberta. It's again Sukika Shoker taking the corner for Alberta. Ball's been placed deep inside of the 18-yard box. Where is Alberta getting their head on it, but nowhere near. But again, it's Alberta shooting from the 18, as Alberta coming ever so closely here in the past 2 minutes, putting the pressure on Holy Cross. Again, you're tuning in to Jubilee, National Jubilee Trophy Competition, live from the King George V Field in St. John's in Newfoundland and Labrador. Here we have, it's Holy Cross challenging ball back to Hannah Noseworthy, where it's Holy Cross moving inside, and an attempt by Holy Cross just goes in, where it's easily taken by Emily Burns. We have again Alberta. It's Sheena Tracy in midfield. Nice control in midfield by this Alberta team. That's where they seem to have their strength. Right in the center midfield. Again, we have is Sakika Shoker placing ball over to Erika Vecchio. Nice control. Ball's been taken this time by Jamie Erickson. Back to Jamie Erickson as Jamie looks to go long. And it's a nice clearing attempt by Paula Whitten, and maybe a foul on the play. No score as we approach 15-minute mark, and an earlier contest here at King George, a 1 o'clock start in Newfoundland. It was Felians, Newfoundland Labrador's number 2 team, tying Ontario by a score of 1-1. You can hear the wind. Can hear the wind gusting sometimes, echoing in my ears as it gusts from time to time. Here we have number 4 again, Zakika Shakir, with the ball outside again with a beautiful ball, and it's a first opening goal. It was Alberta working the ball for the past 3 minutes. I can't seem to get a number on, maybe, let's see, maybe 19, but that would be unofficial. It looked like to be Nicole Brodeur. That's unofficial because there was a scramble right inside of the 6-yard box where it was Alberta outmanning Holy Cross, and as a result, it was a wide open goal. But you could sort of see it coming the past three minutes, as it was Alberta pushing in and controlling the midfield as well. 1-0. 1-0 for Alberta. Live from King George to Fifth Field, where you're taking in National Jubilee Trophy Competition. Toyota Jubilee Trophy Competition. Again, we have it's Alicia Armstrong battling strong for Holy Cross. But again, Alberta seemed to have that one step jump on Holy Cross at this point in the contest. I think Holy Cross definitely somewhat had pressure on themselves. They wanted to perform ever so well at home. But it's only early in the contest yet. Again, we see Alberta looking to go long, and again, it's the defense of Holy Cross, where we have 12. Again, is Terry Murphy pushing the ball outside to Mallory Harris. Again, intercepted and stolen by Alberta. Here we have Sheena Tracy, where is intercepted by Keisha Young. Young outside to Mallory Harris on the left side. Mallory Harris looking to go long, but is intercepted again by Alberta defense. Here we have 12. It's Terry Murphy pushing the ball outside to number Holly O'Neill, 10 for Holy Cross. Avalon Ford again. Ball's been placed by it's Alberta. Alberta starting to take control of this contest. They're running very well. They're working the midfield. Again, we have Alberta looking to go long where it's Paula with and clearing the ball, and it goes at a touch. Whereas again, we have a throw in coming for Alberta. Again, Alberta been represented by Edmonton Northwest United SC. Newfoundland being represented by the Holy Cross Avalon Ford. 1-0 for Alberta. Again, it's Alberta. Continue to pressure, and Alberta with a nice opportunity again. Alberta, it was Nicole Brodeur. Just going wide of Hannah Noseworthy. Very little chance for Hannah Noseworthy on the first goal by Alberta. 3 touches. Alberta had 3 touches on the ball inside the 18, and as a result, it was a wide open net for Alberta. Again, we have Alberta. It's Abigail Elgert. Where's intercepted by Jane Pope. Again, it's Alberta running. Erica Vicha pushing the ball along. Again, Alberta looking to go right through the middle, looking for their ace striker, Nicole Brodeur, who may have been the finisher on the first goal of the contest. Again, as I referenced, I couldn't get the number on the player who finished for Alberta because it was a number of players inside of the box, and they all huddled each other right away, so I couldn't get to see who finished off the play. Earlier in the contest, first 10 minutes or so, it was very even, but after 10, 12 minutes, it looked like Alberta has taken control for the last 10 minutes. And as a result, it's Alberta with a 1-0 lead here in National Jubilee Trophy competition. Here we have again Alberta playing the ball. Emily Burns, goalkeeper for Alberta, much involved in the play where the defense uses their goalkeeper. And that's where it all starts from. Big game coming up following this match as well here live from King George at 6 o'clock. It's Holy Cross playing Alberta. I'm expecting a big crowd for that contest. Nice number of fans on hand, but again, it was an afternoon, 3:30 start. Here we have again, it's Newfoundland Labrador pushing the ball outside where we have, it's Mallory Harris. The ball been stolen from Mallory Harris where it's Sheena Tracy taking the ball inside to Keisha Young, and it's again Holy Cross getting beat soundly in their own end of the field, and as a result, it's Alberta with a number of quality chances here in the first half. And they had the one goal showing on the score sheet as we approach the 23-minute mark. Again, the ball's been taken by Hannah Noseworthy. And it's been intercepted by Alberta again at the 30-yard lines. And Alberta again attempting a shot where it's Hannah Noseworthy answering the call. Ball's been taken by Hannah. Jessica Noseworthy, where it's been a challenge in midfield, and a foul being called on number 11 is Reagan McCarthy. Referee talking to Alberta player number 11, Reagan McCarthy. Here we have number 6. For Nicole Torville. Ball's been placed inside. And again, it is an easy, very easy save for Emily Burns in goal for Alberta, being represented by Edmonton Northwest United SC. Again, it's Holy Cross sort of fighting the ball at this stage of the contest, where it's Alberta very, very much in control of the 50-50 balls, winning as much as 75% of free balls that are in midfield. Ball's been taken again by number 3 is Abigail Elgert. Placed back to number 9, Sheena Tracy. Sheena Tracy inside, where looked like she was to be upended, but she stood her ground and stayed. No call on the play. Here we have Jessica Noseworthy looking to go long to Holly O'Neill, where again it's intercepted by a strong defensive game being played by Alberta. Collectively, right through the midfield, back to the back line, and again, I like the way they use their goalie, their goalkeeper. Good play again by Alberta, number 15, Morgan Ma, center back. Again is Sakika Shakir placing the ball where we have, it seems at times the wind seems to be gusting a little more here at King George. Again, you are tuning in to Toyota National Jubilee Trophy Competition live from the King George V Field in St. John's, where after 26 minutes of action you have Alberta leading the Newfoundland Labrador representative Holy Cross Avalon forward by a 1-0 score. Ball's been taken by Alberta, and again it's Hannah Noseworthy, goalkeeper for Holy Cross, easily taken control of the ball, where we have Mallory Harris, and again it's the defense midfield of Alberta working and using a high level skill where they're doing it at a good speed. Again, we have it's Megan Lemoyne with Alberta inside to Sakika Shakir, and the ball looks to be going over the goal, and we have a goal or corner kick. It looked like 14, number 14, it was Keisha Young, thought it went off the defender for Alberta, but the linesman was right on the play, and as a result, called it's a corner kick for Alberta. Here we have Alberta placing the ball very deep again inside of the 6-yard box, and it's back to Hannah Noseworthy. Again, it's a 1-0 lead at the 27-minute mark. Goal coming at the 12-minute mark for Alberta. It appeared to be, from me, it looked like to be Nicole Brodeur. That's unofficial. Here we have Holy Cross with their first chance, and Holy Cross with their first golden chance. Scores here from 32 yards, 30 yards. It's Holy Cross with their first coming at the 28-minute mark. Holly O'Neill at the 28-minute mark. First good scoring opportunity for Holy Cross, and I would think that may turn the game right around. Goalie came out way off her goal line, and Holly got all on the ball, and it just was lobbed over. It was Emily Burns. Emily Burns kind of got caught in no man's land, and as a result, the ball just lobbed down right inside of the 6-yard box into a wide opening net here. 1-1. Here we have it's Alberta, and Alberta been fouled on the play. Sometimes in a short series, one needs a break in order for to be able to challenge. And no doubt about it, to me, in this first half, it was Holy Cross getting that break that they, sometimes it will, it will determine the outcome of a tournament. It was Alberta much in control of this half. Holy Cross getting their first any sort of goal-scoring opportunity, and when I look at the scoreboard right across here from the broadcast booth here at King George, I look at a 1-1 score. Again, it's Alberta controlling, good running in midfield, as we have Sheena Tracy. Sheena Tracy with a nice ball back to Shakina Shakir, back to Tracy, and the ball has been intercepted by Holy Cross when it's back to, again, Sakika Shakir, where it's been taken by Erika Vitchkoya, and it's put into the hands of goalkeeper Hannah Noseworthy, goalkeeper for Holy Cross. Again, the bluish purplish color jersey, it's that's it. Alberta been represented by Edmonton Northwest United SC, and in the red and gold, it's Holy Cross Avalon Ford representing Newfoundland and Labrador. 31 minutes of action have gone by. Good number of fans sort of quiet here in the first half. Nice throw in by Alberta. And a good set of hands been displayed by goalkeeper for Holy Cross, Hannah Noseworthy. Hannah Noseworthy has been fairly busy here in the first half, where the ball's been stolen from Mallory Harris by Abigail Elgert, where it's been taken by Sheena Tracy. And a nice recovery here by Pope, attempting to go to Jessica Noseworthy. Ball's been taken by Morgan Ma. Midfield. As we have Alberta still challenging very much good running. Reagan McCarthy. Back to Tracy. Nice ball by Nicole over to Mallory Harris. And it was a call on the play. The fans not too happy, as it looked like it could have been Jessica Noseworthy appeared to be in a clear-cut breakaway, but the referee, who's in charge, made the call, and as a result, we have a free kick coming up for Alberta. Alberta taking the ball from just above center line, where it's placed deep into Holy Cross territory, and it's cleared again by Holy Cross, and another throw-in. It's a throw-in for Alberta deep in Newfoundland territory. I know the player last time threw the ball right into the 18-yard box, and again it's right to the 6-yard box, where we have the ball goes ridden out of play as it goes off Erika Vicha, and it's a goal kick coming up for Holy Cross, and again Hannah Noseworthy with the goal kick. Again, you're tuning in to Toyota National Jubilee Trophy Competition live from the King George V Field in St. John's and into the most easterly province in the country, Newfoundland and Labrador. The ball has been taken again by Holy Cross, placed to Jessica Noseworthy. Noseworthy looking to go long to Holly O'Neill, but it goes out of touch with a throw-in. Not sure. Referee may be indicating an offside on the play. Offside it is with Alberta ball. Alberta placing the ball, going deep into Holy Cross territory with a good run here by Reagan McCarthy. Reagan McCarthy with a good run. The ball goes back to Zakika Shakir. Shakir back to Abigail Elgert. Inside, the ball's inside to Sheena Tracy. And it's been cleared by a nice play by Holy Cross defense. Standing very tall in the defense was Terry Murphy. And it's Sakika Shakir, very prominent in the first half. As we have Tracy. Ball's been stolen from Tracy by Terry Murphy. Keisha Young placing the ball back to Nicole Torville. And the ball goes out of touch, where we have a throw-in coming for Holy Cross. 35 minutes of action have gone by here at King George V Field, where we have a 1-1 score. Alberta opening the score at the approximately the 12-minute mark. It appeared to be Nicole Brodeur, and tying the contest at the 28-minute mark for Holy Cross, it was Holly O'Neill. Ball's been taken by Alberta. Abigail Elgert. Alberta very dominating in this midfield. Not quite so sure of Holy Cross's formation, but I know it looks like 7 players back for Alberta. Alberta seem to be very collectively working the midfield as well as the defense. Here we have Holly O'Neill. Holly O'Neill running inside of the 18. Good sprint by Holly O'Neill. Holly O'Neill challenging Alberta, and as a result, it was Alberta just passing the ball off. But again, it's Alberta in control. They work. The Alberta squad works the back line very well as they use, again, Emily Burns, their goalkeeper. Almost like a five-player defense, 5-man defense here. Again, it's Alberta as Holy Cross sort of giving Alberta the time in their own end and looking to counterattack. Ball's been taken by Holy Cross, attempting to go to defense to Mallory Harris, where it goes at a touch, where we have a throw-in coming for Alberta. Abigail Elgert inside to Sagika Shakir, and it's back to Abigail Elgert. Good ball possession. Good work again by Alberta. Don't think you can run Alberta too quick. You sort of got to give them the time, but you got to meet them just before they get to the center line. If not, they will dominate the midfield as well as their backs move up and they give them that many extra players in your zone. Again, we have Alberta moving inside, putting the ball inside to in a striking position, but it just goes off Alberta striker on into the hands of Hannah Noseworthy. Easy save for Hannah Noseworthy. Ball's been taken again by it's Jane Pope. Here we have Mallory Harris. Nice ball by Mallory Harris to Jane Pope. Number 29 for Holy Cross, Jane Pope, and the ball's with a left foot attempt, but it just goes over the goal line with a goal kick coming up for Alberta. Again, Alberta represented by Edmonton Northwest United FC, while Newfoundland and Labrador are being represented by the provincial champions, Newfoundland Labrador 1 team, Holy Cross Avalon Ford. 1-1 at the 38-minute mark here. Here we have again a nice defensive play here by Holy Cross. It looks like to be a Holy Cross player on the field. So far in the contest, if I had to give an analysis, it's the speed of the Alberta team. Holy Cross have a good team, very solid team, very sound. A lot of them have played on provincial elite teams at a university level and have done very well at the Nationals, won the championship for the past 4 years, and again, they have won, this squad have won the only medal ever in the history of Jubilee Trophy competition for Newfoundland and Labrador, and that coming in 2017 in Surrey, BC, when Holy Cross won a bronze medal. Last year, this Holy Cross team, they seeded fourth, and the Alberta reps from last year were seeded 5th overall. Again in the division with, it looks like to be a player going off. Get a number. 2 Newfoundland teams, 1 and 2, are seeded with Alberta and Ontario. In the first opening contest here at King George V earlier today with a 1 o'clock Newfoundland start, it was Felians representing Newfoundland as Newfoundland 2 tying Ontario by a 1-1 final. Here at the 41-minute mark here, live at the King George V field, we have Holy Cross Avalon Ford 1 representing Newfoundland, Labrador, and Alberta. Edmonton Northwest United SC representing Alberta 1. Ball's been placed long by Holy Cross, and a good defensive run here by Jamie Erickson. She cleared the ball, but again it's Alberta taking the ball in midfield. And we have a foul on Alberta against. Okay, it's a card. It's a card against. It appeared to be number 13. Spencer Wilkins, number 13. I got to get some numbers on my roster. She checked out at halftime. But for now, I will work with the numbers that I see on the sheet that was provided to me. Nice ball by Alberta as Alberta attempts to go just inside center line, looking to go, and it was a great strike from practically midfield as the ball goes wide, and it's been retrieved by Hannah Noseworthy, goalkeeper for Holy Cross, who's had a good first half. Here we have it's Nicole Brodeur. Again, we have a nice attempt from Reagan McCarthy. Alberta can strike. Good strike. Good shots coming from anywhere from, they'd be 40 yards and even one from center line. Just wide off the Newfoundland net. Ball's been taken by Holy Cross. We have Holly O'Neill, goal scorer for Holy Cross in the first half, coming at the 28-minute mark, tying the contest. Throw in for Holy Cross as time is moving here on the time clock as we approach 44 minutes on the score clock there, or time clock. There will be some time added. Ball's been taken by Holy Cross, and it's intercepted by Alberta as Alberta looks to go along. Alberta do sort of try to mix it up rather than just go with full control in midfield. Occasionally they will keep the Newfoundland and Labrador Holy Cross team very honest by pushing the ball long, and as a result, they're mixing up their strategy. But I think that Holy Cross would be very pleased to get out of this first half with a 1-1 tie, go in and regroup and come back out and see what the second half brings. Alberta again throwing the ball very deep, right to the penalty shot area, actually. The ball's been cleared by Mallory Harris. Holly O'Neill. Looks to be, maybe if I could get a look, maybe Alex Morgan from the years I know her playing. Right to my far side. If I had a closer look, I would maybe confirm it, but for now I'll just get it. I'll use number 11 for sure. Oh, inside it was Hannah Noseworthy upending Alberta player. Ball looked to go over the goal line when it is, as we have a goal kick coming up for Holy Cross representing Newfoundland and Labrador. Again, you're tuning in to Toyota National Jubilee Trophy Competition live from the King George Fifth Field in St. John's. 1-1 as we are on referee's time in the first half. Ball's been taken, and we have whistle blown, and we have halftime here at King George the Fifth Field here in St. John's. And I'll do a brief recap on the scoring. It was Alberta opening the scoring at the 12-minute mark. Not quite so sure of the goal score. It appeared to be, from my vantage point, it appeared to be Nicole Brodeur. But again, that's unconfirmed, unofficial, I should say. And tying it up at the 28-minute mark, it was Holly O'Neill. It was Alberta looking very strong, and I would think Holy Cross would take the 1-1 and go in and regroup and take their intermission, and they will be back after the intermission. Okay, back in live at King George V Field here for National Toyota Jubilee Trophy Championships, where we have a 1-1 tie between Newfoundland and Labrador and Alberta. It's Alberta right from the opening, centering again. It's Alberta putting the ball deep into Holy Cross territory, where we have again is Sakika Joker pressing the back line here for Holy Cross, and it looks to go, it's over the goal line. Looks like to be over the goal line. Definitely, yeah, it is a corner kick coming up here early in the second half. 1-1. Alberta and Holy Cross representing Newfoundland and Labrador, and it's Edmonton Northwest United SC representing Alberta. Alberta putting the ball again into deep in Newfoundland territory, where it's Alberta very aggressive. I like their aggressiveness on the ball. Good run here by number 2. It's Megan Lemoyne. Good sprint on the ball, and we have it's Alicia Armstrong pushing the ball inside, where we have it's Holy Cross, and easily picking up the ball here. It's number 23 in goal for Alberta is goalkeeper Emily Burns. Emily Burns very much in the play of Alberta's defense. It all starts. She's very good. Good player with the footwork. As Sakika Shakoy placing the ball back to Alberta, Erika Vitshoy. And again, it's back to Emily Burns. As Holy Cross sort of giving their top offensive side away unless they are attacking. The ball has been placed by Jane Pope in midfield to Harris, and Harris, the ball been stolen from Harris by Sakika Shakoy, where it's Emma Richardson into the contest. Emma Richardson into the contest in the second half for Alberta. Alberta again, it's a 9. It's Sheena Tracy, very prominent in the first half, and she attempts to go to Megan Lemoyne, and Alberta coming very close here at the 48-minute mark. Ball's been taken by Alberta. Again, it's Keisha Young, and the ball goes high over Holy Cross net. Alberta coming out again, very aggressive in this early goings in the second half. 1-1. Goals being scored by Alberta at the 12-minute mark. Nicole Brador, and at the 28-minute mark scoring for Holy Cross, it was Holly O'Neill. Again, it's Alberta. Abigail Elgert taking the ball. It's Erika Vitshoy. And the ball goes out of touch. But again, it's throw-in coming for Alberta. Nice throw-in, long throw-in for Alberta. As Alberta, and a beautiful goal by Alberta. Alberta caught Hannah Noseworthy watching on the play, as it was Sheena Tracy. Sheena Tracy at the 49-minute mark. Alberta, Sheena Tracy, very active, very controlling in the first half, and it's again it's Sheena Tracy giving Alberta the second lead of this match. Goal coming at 49-minute mark. Ball's been placed in deep in Alberta territory where we have, it was Holly O'Neill challenging for the ball. The ball goes over the goal line off an Alberta defender where we have a corner kick coming up for Holy Cross. This time it's again Mallory Harris. Mallory Harris, when Mallory Harris' career finishes, she will go in the books as a legend in Newfoundland and Labrador female soccer. What a beautiful shot here by Holy Cross, coming at 22 yards, just wide off the Alberta net. Here again we have Emily Burns in goal with a goal kick for Alberta. Ball's been taken near center line, and again, it's Alex Morgan, as I thought late in the first half. I didn't have a name to the number. Okay, no, I'm saying that's Alicia Armstrong. Ball's been taken and cleared by Spencer Wilkins. Put into Holly O'Neill. To Jessica Noseworthy. Nice defensive play by Terry Murphy. Pushing the ball to Keisha Young. Young looking to go deep where it's again being cleared by the defense by Alberta. Ball's been taken. Stolen by Hannah Noseworthy. Where Jane Pope looking to go around defender for Alberta, but Alberta again pushing the ball up to Tracy. Ball's been taken by Holy Cross. Holy Cross looking to settle here now after giving up a goal early in the second half. Holy Cross starting to push the ball around nicely for the past few minutes here. Fans starting to cheer out, trying to get the red and gold going. For those that are tuning in, late coming in, the red and gold are Newfoundland and Labrador's representative Holy Cross, Avalon Ford, and in the bluish, if I could get closer, maybe a blue, it would be Alberta represented by Edmonton Northwest United. Nice ball by Alberta again, deep into Holy Cross territory. And it's Alberta pushing the ball right inside of the 6-yard box where Alberta still in possession, where we have Tracy pushing the ball. And it's been blocked by Jane Pope with a corner kick coming up for Alberta. Sagika Shakir moving to the corner kick position to take the corner again for Alberta as we approach the 54-minute mark, with Alberta leading Newfoundland Labrador champions by a score of 2-1. Shakir moving back as she approaches the ball, and it goes again right into the penalty shot area where it's cleared by Holy Cross. Here we have Reagan McCarthy, and just wide off Holy Cross net. It's Alberta having a couple of chances there, not golden opportunities, but seem to be very aggressive inside of the 18-yard box. Here we have Holly O'Neill taking the ball at center. Ball goes to Mallory Harris, and again, wherever the ball is, or there is a Newfoundland Labrador attacker you can count on. For most part, Alberta are outmanning the Holy Cross team and seem to be very aggressive on the play, and as a result giving them good possession. Here the ball's being overturned by Holy Cross, where attempt to go on goal by Regan McCarthy, a little wide off the goal, but an easy pickup for Hannah Noseworthy in goal for Holy Cross. Again, it's Holy Cross pushing the ball where we have Alicia Armstrong. Ball's been taken to Terry Murphy. Jessica Noseworthy, Holly O'Neill. Holly O'Neill to Jessie Noseworthy. Noseworthy again now. Number 5 for Holy Cross, been very dominating in provincial play. Hasn't been so active in this contest. But these are the kind of players can win it at any time. Here we have Jane Pope shooting from 18 yards, just about. And it was a nice save coming up for Emily Burns in goal for Alberta. Alberta again taking control. Possession. Maybe the greatest weapon for defense. As long as you got the ball and you possess the ball, then your opponents can't create any form of offense. Nice ball by Sakika O'Neill or Shakir, where it's been taken by Murphy for Holy Cross. And it's Alberta controlling the midfield, looking to go to number 16, Sophia Andre. And it's been blocked where we have a throw-in coming up for Alberta. Again, you're tuning in to National Jubilee Trophy Championships being played live at the King George V Field in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. 2-1 for Alberta. Ball's been taken by Tracy for Alberta, pushing it off to Erica Vecchio. Nice ball with a lateral pass to outside to Abigail Elgert. And the ball is again, it's being defended by Holy Cross, but it's Alberta continuously dominating the midfield, and as a result putting all sorts of pressure on the midfield and back line for Holy Cross here. Here we have Regan McCarthy again pushing the ball to Sakika Shakoy. Back to Erica Vetchoy. Pushing it to Abigail Elgert. And it's been blocked here by Keisha Young. Alberta continuing to press. And their running game is second to no one's in this contest. Ball's been taken again by Alberta as we have Jessie Noseworthy looking to go long, but is no Holy Cross player nowhere near the ball, and as a result we have its goalie Emily Burns pushing the ball out to Sophia Andrade. Back to Burns, attempting to go to 25. Emma Richardson coming in again, substituted in second half, where we have Sophia Andrade. And the ball's been taken by Holy Cross. Good run again by Regan McCarthy. Ball's been put into center field, where it's gobbled up by Terry Murphy. And it's a shot taken 30 yards. And it was easy save for Emily Burns in goal for Alberta. Alberta Goalie kicking the ball to center field, where there's a run down between Alberta. Alberta seems to have won the race, and Alberta coming up with its Megan Lemoyne, and it was Hannah Noseworthy saving. Hey, if Alberta goes up 3-1, it could be very difficult. Good save by Hannah Noseworthy coming at the 60-minute mark. Good number of fans here taking in the first game of the Nationals for the Holy Cross team, and it's Holly O'Neill going wide. Earlier today, we had Newfoundland 2 being represented by Filian Greensleeve, tying Ontario. Final score 1-1. Again, we have goalkeeper Emily Burns for Alberta. Nice goal kick right to the area of the center line, where we have Murphy pushing the ball to Harris, inside to Jessica Noseworthy. And it was a good solid defensive play by Jamie Erickson for the Alberta Edmonton Northwest United SC team. Substitution, it's Paula Withen is gone to the bench for Holy Cross, and coming in, if I can get a number, another substitution coming in as well. Number 8 is into the contest. Emily Bailey is into the contest. And again, a nice ball by Holy Cross as we have Harris trying to get ahead on the ball, and it did, but it just eventually came back to Holy Cross off an Alberta defender, and we have a corner kick coming up for Holy Cross. Again, 2-1 for Holy Cross as we have Mallory Harris. Harris pushing the ball short and back to Harris. Harris pushing the ball inside the 6-yard box, and a nice defensive play by Alberta. Harris again retrieving the ball, this time with a throw in, coming to Jane Pope. Pope pushing the ball inside. And again, it's a nice defensive play by Alberta. Holy Cross starting to put on a little pressure here. Spencer Wilkins, number 13, right in front of the broadcast booth here for Holy Cross as well. As we have the ball just pushed as it hits Alberta defender, and it goes over the goal line with a corner kick coming up for Holy Cross. Again, it's Mallory Harris lining up for the corner kick for Holy Cross. Ball's been pushed to Jane Pope, where Pope attempts to shoot, just goes way wide of the Alberta goal, and we have a goal kick coming up for Alberta. Again, you're tuning in to Toyota National Jubilee Trophy Competition live from the King George V Field in St. John's, where we have the visiting Alberta team represented by Edmonton Northwest United SC, leading Holy Cross Avalon Ford, representing Newfoundland and Labrador by a 1-goal margin with a score of 2-1 at this point, as we are at the 64-minute mark. Holy Cross again trying to orchestrate, trying to penetrate the defense, and again, anyone tuning in late, it's the midfield and the defense of 4 defenders of Alberta, along with the midfield. I find collectively they are working in basically with 7-man unit on the back line, and in addition to that, they used their goalie rather well. Goalie Emily Bales, much into play, good skill level, good footwork. and very aggressive on the play in midfield as well. But we have lots of time remaining in this contest as Holy Cross. They try to get another goal to knot this game all up. Again, we have Alberta on the attack. Holy Cross are well aware of the throw-in that Alberta are capable. It's Abigail Elgert pushing the ball, and it's been blocked by Holy Cross, where we have Emily Bailey attempting to go long to Jessica, or Jessie Noseworthy. Jessica, I call her, but Jessie Noseworthy, known around the pitch. Has had a superb career in the early goings of her career. All-star forward, MVP type. Here we have, it's nice strike here by Reagan McCarthy for Alberta, and it was defended well by Holy Cross. Again, we have, it's Sakina Shakoy placing the ball outside to Emma Richardson, and the ball goes off a Holy Cross defender at a touch with a throw-in coming for Alberta. This time is Sophia Andrade. Beautiful day here in St. John's. Beautiful fall day. Temperature 12 going to a high 14 degrees. At times it looked like the wind could pick up. It seems to rather have dropped off, maybe 10, 12 kilometers or so. We have Alberta, number 4, Sakina Shakoy. Very, very nice player. Very skillful player, and has got a great work ethic to go along with a high skill level as well. Nice ball by Alberta. Has been cleared. Ball's been taken by Holy Cross, Mallory Harris, and the running game of Alberta. Very prevalent, very prominent, as we had 25, Emma Richardson, not allowing Mallory Harris any time whatsoever to clear the ball. And again, it's Sakina Shakoy pressing. Ball going out of touch with a throw-in coming for Holy Cross. Here we have Mallory Harris in midfield, pushing the ball to Jane Pope with a overlap. Here by Keisha Young, and the ball's inside. And a beautiful play as we have two players collide. It's Emily Burns colliding, goalie colliding with a Holy Cross player. Can't get a number on the Holy Cross player, but it appeared to be a referee, I think, may have blown the whistle. So looks like both players are on the field. Yeah, it's the goalie is down. Definitely I see the goalie down. No form of malicious play. It was a play where the goalie wanted to retrieve the ball and the attacker wanted to challenge. And sometimes when you see that happen, you can get a collision and it'd be definitely no cards on the play. Again, we're approaching 70 minutes, 2-1 for Alberta. Earlier today, it was Newfoundland Labrador 2 here at King George V Field, tying Ontario 1-1. Alberta has looked very impressive throughout this contest. Holy Cross staying within striking margin, tying the game. After Alberta going up 1-0 at 12-minute mark, it was Holy Cross tying the game at the 28-minute mark. In the second half, Alberta again came out very strong, and at the 49-minute mark, It was Alberta going ahead by a 2-1 score, which currently holds as we approach 70 minutes on the time clock. Later this evening, it will men's Holy Cross Kirby group representing Newfoundland and Labrador will take to the field at King George V Field here at 6 o'clock. Game will be live streamed as well. Okay, we have the goalie seems to be up. Holy Cross player still feeling on in a squat position there as she tries to regain full form, and I would think trying to make sure she can remain into this contest. You play all year. You play all year to get to the Nationals. Let's see if I can get a numbers on the Holy Cross player. Yeah, it is Jessica Noseworthy. Jessie Noseworthy. Ball's been taken by Alberta. Emily Burns. And we have Mallory Harris. Nice ball, nice footwork by Erica Vitchile. And it's a foul again by Holy Cross as we have a free kick coming up for Alberta. Again, you're tuning in to Toyota National Jubilee Trophy Championships here live from King George V Field in St. John's, where we have the hosts, Holy Cross Avalon, for trailing Alberta Edmonton Northwest United by a score of 2-1. Number 6 here we have, it's Jamie Erickson, center back for Alberta. Alberta again trying to penetrate. Good solid play here by Terry Murphy. Good challenge and having an ever so thirst for the ball. At this level, sometimes it's all about one's challenging. Here we have it's Alberta again. Trying to go through midfield, outside right, and the ball goes off Nicole Torville, and it's over the goal line with a corner kick coming up for Alberta. Again, it's Sakina Shakoi. Going to the corner. Sort of taking her time. She knows the clock is in her favor today with a 1-goal lead. Lining up for the corner. Corner is booted and it goes right inside of and it's cleared off the goal line by, it looks like to be Nicole Torville, clearing the ball right off the goal line for Holy Cross. Again, the ball is booted right to the full end of King George, where it's goalkeeper Emily Burns. Starting to play to Reagan McCarthy. Again, it's Morgan Ma. And it's Erica Vitchile. Back to goalie Emily Burns, who seems to again be involved in all the defensive plays. What a good run here by Alberta. Again, it's Alberta. And Alberta going so ever so closely. Megan Lemoyne just going wide off the Holy Cross net. That's how fast this Alberta team can break right from the defensive zone, starting with goalie, and they are explosive. Substitution being called. 25 is going out. Emma Richardson. Beautiful attempt by Alberta to move to a 2-goal lead in this contest. Coming into the contest, again, I can't get to see the number, but as we have Alberta, it's Megan Lemoyne coming so ever close on that last shot here for Alberta. Alberta again with a throw in. Newfoundland, Labrador moving way back, as we're well aware that this ball can go into the 6-yard box, and so it does again. We have its Alberta attempting, and its ball's been pushed forward to Jessica Noseworthy, and it just Jessica attempts to go wide is Abigail Elgert. Jane Pope back to Torville as she attempts to go long to Jessie Noseworthy. It's just gobbled up by this Alberta team where constant movement has gone on ever since the opening whistle. Is Sheena Tracy carrying the ball, good speed inside of the 18, and as Sheena Tracy attempts for her second goal off the contest, it just goes way high, I guess, a little wide, as she leaned back and never got over the ball, and it was nowhere near the Holy Cross goal. Okay, the ball's back into action as we had Alberta again. It's a Megan Lemoyne moving around. It's Lauren Taylor. Ball has been back to 15 again for Alberta. Morgan Ma. Balls to Tracy. I like this explosiveness off Tracy on the forward line for Alberta. Nice ball here by Morgan Ma. Inside again to Sophia Andrade. Ball's back to Megan Lemoyne. As Holy Cross just right now very defensive. But we have Alberta still challenging, looking to get the 2-goal margin, and 2-goal margin could definitely seal the deal here for Alberta today. 78 minutes have gone by. Again, you're tuning in to National Toyota Jubilee Trophy action from the King George V Field here in St. John's, where it's Alberta being represented by Edmonton Northwest United SC, leading Newfoundland Labrador Holy Cross Avalon forward by a 2-1 score. Holy Cross attempting to move to the center area, and it's Alberta again, very tight marking. Nice run here by Abigail Elgert. Nice work here by it's Morgan Ma. Back to goalie again, Emily Burns. Pushing the ball outside to Sheena Tracy. Ball's been thrown into Sagina Shakoy. Taken by Sakoy. Alberta still working very nicely, pushing the ball outside to Megan Lemoyne. Good ball by Lemoyne. Back to Morgan Ma. Pushing the ball to Erika Wojcik. And again attempting to shoot from 30 yards or so, and it just goes wide of Holy Cross net. Again, we are at the 80-minute mark, and it's Alberta leading Newfoundland and Labrador by a score of 2-1. Hannah Noseworthy attempting to go long, but it's nearing the center, and again it's Alberta. Alberta pushing the ball to Lemoyne. Lemoyne outside to McCarthy. McCarthy inside, and McCarthy, what a beautiful goal by McCarthy. Coming at the 80-minute mark. It's McCarthy scoring an absolutely beautiful goal. Coming at the 80-minute mark. Alberta now leading this contest by a score of 3-1. Reagan McCarthy, number 11. Gotta give credit to this Alberta team. Much the aggressor throughout this contest. Very skillful. Play a very strong running game. And I'm very impressed with their marking. They're marking very tight. This Holy Cross Avalon Ford, highly regarded, respected team. Just hasn't had, I guess, the same amount of time that you probably would have in provincial competition. Lauren Taylor here placing the ball here for Holy Cross. Looking to go deep. Again, the ball's been cleared this time by Crystal Lee. Very quiet here at King George, the fifth field here. But I would think the majority of fans that are in attendance here will walk away with a lot of respect for this Alberta team. Here we have again is Sophia Andrade, Sakina Shakoy. Has been a standout in this game, and so has Tracy. Erika Wojcik placing the ball outside right to Alberta as Alberta keep running. Tracy with a beautiful vault and a beautiful, fantastic save by Hannah Noseworthy. Good round of applause for Hannah Noseworthy, goalkeeper for the Holy Cross, preventing Alberta from going up from 4-1. Right now, currently the score at 3-1. With Alberta much in control, in command of this contest. Ball's been cleared again by Alicia Armstrong. Alberta again looking to attack. Where Spencer Wilkin steps into Alberta play and not quite so sure. Doesn't seem to be a foul or anything on the play. It's just a referee giving time to the Alberta player. And again, it's Hannah Noseworthy in goal here for Holy Cross. Definitely, Hannah Noseworthy has Certainly not her fault on none of the 3 goals. Noseworthy putting the ball back in action. Where we have it's again been taken by Alberta's number 2, Megan Lemoyne. Outside to Sheena Tracy. Here we have again, it's Alberta. It's Abigail Elgert. And it's much with Alberta have much their way here now. Sheena Tracy again. To Erica Wojcik. And where it's been taken by Sheena Tracy again. And it's inside to number 14 for Erica Wojcik for Alberta, and is blocked by a Holy Cross defender. And we have a corner kick here. Alicia Armstrong moving over. Not quite so sure for what reason, but anyway, she comes back over where it's number 3, Abigail Elgert. For the corner, putting the ball in deep in Holy Cross territories, and while getting ahead on the ball for Alberta, just goes wide off the Holy Cross net. Again, you're tuning in to Toyota National Jubilee Trophy action live from King George V Field here in St. John's. Well, Alberta being represented by Edmonton Northwest United SC, leading the hometown Newfoundland Labrador entry Holy Cross FC by a score of 3-1. Again, it's Alberta, Reagan McCarthy pushing the ball outside. Good work by Anup Jason coming in the second half. And we have again a foul on the play, as we have a free kick coming up for Holy Cross. Yeah, we have a substitution. Tracy is out for Alberta. Tracy actually played a outstanding game, Sheena Tracy. Jennifer Lamb coming into the contest for replacing Tracy. Again, it's Alberta pushing the ball and been blocked by Lauren Taylor. Jesse Noseworthy pushing the ball to Keisha Young. And it goes out of touch here, where we have a throw-in coming for Holy Cross. Here we have Lauren Taylor pushing the ball to Jesse Noseworthy. Jesse Noseworthy still maintaining possession, attempting to put the ball inside of the 18-yard box, but it just rolls rather easily to goalkeeper Emily Burns. Emily hasn't had to make a lot of saves, but she's been much engaged in this contest. Almost like an extra defenseman or a fullback, coordinating most of the play from the back line. Again, we have Holy Cross. What do we have? A call or a foul on the play? Not sure. Don't see the linesman with the offside, so Official is apparently talking to a couple of the players there. Again, earlier today, here at the first game of the Nationals played at King George, Toyota Nationals, it was Ontario and Newfoundland Labrador represented by Felians, 1-1. Here at on the time clock here right now, we have 90 minutes, so we're in the referee's time. On the score clock, we have Alberta leading Holy Cross Avalon forward by a score of 3-1. We look to have a substitution here again. Megan Lemoyne. Coaching, just killing time. Making substitutions at the 90-minute mark as we have 24 coming into the contest. Sarah Ingen into the contest. Again, we have Reagan McCarthy. As we have Holy Cross, we have a foul on the play. Okay, quick kick by Holy Cross. Big thing in these tournaments too are goals for and against. You get 3 points for the win, 1 for the tie, but the big thing is that the goal differential, goals for and against, could come out to play big in a tournament. Ball's been kicked long by Alberta as we have Hannah Noseworthy. Well, good running by 24 here, Sarah Ingen. As we have Holy Cross attempting to go long, and it's intercepted by Morgan Maha to 14, Erika Wojcik. And a good ball by Alberta as it's intercepted by Murphy in midfield. And again, it's been kicked long by Alberta. Alberta right now looking at the time clock. Ball's been kicked in midfield, center field by Hannah Noseworthy. We have Alicia Armstrong. And been blocked by Alberta again right in midfield. The ball's been placed long by Reagan. Attempted to go with Reagan McCarthy as she takes the ball right to the left-hand corner here. Right for Holy Cross and just killing time. Sun is starting to beam right in through. Again, a beautiful day here at King George V Field here in St. John's. "90-minute mark. More substitutions being made by Alberta. I see another player coming in. If I can get a number, not quite so sure. Jessica French, number 22. Jessica French into the contest. 3-1, Alberta leading Newfoundland Labrador here. As it's just a matter of, we are seconds away here right now. And matter of fact, it was only a second away as we have 3 whistles blown and we have a final score. Here with a final wrap up here from the King George V Field here in St. John's, where it's National Jubilee Trophy competition. Earlier today, it was Ontario and Newfoundland Labrador tying by a score of 1-1. Here in the second contest of today, it was Alberta defeating Newfoundland and Labrador number 1 by a score of 3-1. Let's see, I got scores marked all over the place here as let's see. It was Nicole Brodeur scoring for Alberta in the first half at the That would come, I believe it was at the 12-minute mark. At the 28-minute mark, it was Newfoundland Labrador Holy Cross, Holly O'Neill tying the contest at 1-1. In the second half, it was Alberta scoring 2 unanswered goals. And final score, Alberta 3, Newfoundland and Labrador 1. We'll be back here live at King George V Field here at 6 o'clock as the Holy Cross men in Challenge Trophy competition take to the field, and they will play their counterpart from Alberta as well. So stay tuned and feel free to come back and join the men's first game here at King George at 6 o'clock Newfoundland and Labrador time. Thank you. Be back in some short time. Actually, what do we have? In 40 minutes, we'll be live here again at King George V Field.